over, you just can't breathe. Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake?
Hello everyone and welcome back for another stream. Today we are going to be doing Day of the Tentacle. It's an old point and click game. This is the remastered version. I'm playing this rather a bit bizarrely as well. Because it's such an old game, I've put it through the 16:9 screen, but I can't actually see that screen, so I'm playing it through the stream itself, which should be quite amusing. This is with these sort of games here, a lot of its dialogue is we were clicking on things. So, as usual, I won't talk over the dialogue and what have you. There was also a problem with restream chat, so it's I've actually loaded up the stream and stripped it to the side of my screen so that I can actually see anyone's chat on there, but. It might get a bit funny. I'm just realising 1 second I have not got my other monitor on full screen. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Let's try that again there, where I can actually see a bit more of the screen. So everyone's doing all right. We are going to go straight into the new game. What's the order? Say a day will be lost. I hope you can hear me all right. If you can hear the game audio, as always, just give me a shout and I will adjust it. If I remember rightly, there's probably quite a lengthy cutscene at the beginning, so we'll get straight into that. Would like to enable developers commentary. No, not on this playthrough.
I'm thirsty.
I don't think you should drink that. It looks bad for you.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter. More aggressive. I feel like I could... Like I could... Take on the world.
Look, Hoagie, it's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
Hands off that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
He belongs to Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note. It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that Purple Tentacle's mutated into an insane genius, and Dr. Fred's going to kill them both. I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now I know that I must go back to the mansion.
So this is the start of Day of the Tentacle, and welcome Chrissy there. You didn't miss anything when your chat came in there. We'd literally just pressed new game. As always, of course, I won't talk over any of the actual dialogue that comes up in the game, but just whilst these intro credits are going on, if anyone hasn't entered already, there's the link to the giveaway for an Xbox Game Pass that ends at the end of this week. Hopefully the audio and the video is coming through okay. I am doing a really super bizarre setup today, simply because the Twitch chat is not coming through on Restream. Hello there, Focus. We're just starting the game, we're just letting the credits go through. Oh, that's good, Chrissy, as long as you can hear it and you can see it all right. This is the classic point-and-click adventure, Day of the Tentacle. We will be doing a few more of these in the future. This one's a remastered one that came, well, a remaster that came out a few years ago from the 90s game. There is a one from in the early 90s that I'm still working to recode it so it will work. Just the issue of getting all DOS games to work on Windows 10. But I'll have the emulator coded at some stage.
We'll spread out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
And I've got a show to set up later tonight. If I'm late, I don't get to test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab?
Alright, so they've got... Oh, it's just the basic ones. Yeah, as long as it's all just point and click. I'm just thinking, does this remastered have any extra keys that I can't remember about? So yeah, the only one we really need is the inventory and the various clicks. Objective highlight can be quite useful. You know, it'll flash up things if we want to, if we get stuck on stuff. But this is slightly different to other point and click games of the era. Normally, we'd have a big black bar across the bottom, and that would have all your commands across it. But with the remastered, they redid it so we can basically choose an action and on an object. So that one there will be pick up, I believe. Yeah, pick up gum.
It's stuck to the floor.
So we'll need to find something that will allow us to get the gum off the floor. You see, there's like various things like use. We can pick up the dime, and this is how this sort of game will, this sort of game plays out like that. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, well, this is the remastered one, so all of the artwork was completely redrawn a few years ago from the original, which was more like pixel art. Because I always sort of like think this is where the pixel art sort of idea comes from, is these sort of classic point and clicks. Here we go. This is like the bar that we can bring up on the bottom. So we have a textbook. Let's look at this item.
It's from George's Hardware. George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement.
So let's see if we can go in the office.
It's closed.
So we'll open the drawer.
It's closed.
Which one of these symbols is going to be open? Because my mouse movements are very weird because I'm playing this through the stream because of the way I've had to set this up.
Wow, it's from my favorite movie. I hope no one's watching. I look so goofy on video.
Let's see the portrait. Can we? Yep, there's always a safe behind the giant picture, isn't there?
The safe is closed. I don't know the combination.
So at some stage we'll get a combination for that one. So just whilst we're doing all this introductory sort of like first part of the game, what's everyone else been up to today? I've spent quite a lot of the day trying to figure out an
Laverne's
old
covering
cartoon
that
from
territory.
the 90s.
A horticultural horror. I can't touch it, it's spiny. Hoagie's got that part of the house.
To open the clock.
Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
So throughout this game as well, you
Laverne,
control all
how'd
three
you get
characters.
upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually. Until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Well, what possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity!
Whoops.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course, that's why I'll have to do it. Yesterday, to the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Daw, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people.
That's reassuring.
Well, I'll be.
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
What could it all mean?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Die! Die!
We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
After all, he is a doctor.
It works! I can't believe it! And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough. Uh-oh. Cheap mail order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogens and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we going to get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
There we go. We now have control of our character again. So in this, we're able to sort of hop between each of the 3 time zones, because we have to send materials back and forth and find clues to be able to help each of our group.
Maybe I put them upstairs.
To get back to the present.
That's got to be it. Upstairs.
There, it's off. But it's too late now. It looks like a generator driven by a treadmill. I think it's designed to run with something, more like a small rodent.
So we'll have to see if we can get that hamster from earlier.
Yoo-hoo! Dr. Fred?
Start off with down here, and we'll see what's in door number 1.
Air conditioning, I guess.
If we can pick up all these items.
Hey, boy, you missed the party.
You and the clown were having a party?
No, last night. At the Novelty Goods Salesmen's Convention. I tell you, we novelty goods salesmen know how to have a good time.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Don Pardo?
That's strange. My wife says I look like Charlie Chaplin. So, want a cigar?
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
Thought I was gonna blow your head off there, didn't you? Well, you were right! You shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit. That cracks me up every time.
Disgusting.
Can we pick up that? Nope, still a runner.
Yikes!
I mean, do we have to chase the thief somewhere?
I can't. Uzo's intimidating. You looking at me? Are you looking at me? Then who are you looking at, huh? I asked you a question. Okay, clown, that does it. I hate that clown.
See if we can take the lighter or not.
Hands off, boy! That's a precision-made novelty device.
Pick up the fork.
Brown water. It looks pretty broken.
So at the minute we'll just simply grab as much as we can and see
Put quarters into the dryer there.
what materials we can get from across all the timelines.
I'm not touching it. These models have a history of leakage.
This will be how the idiot wound up upstairs, probably.
Wow, a pulley! By using a combination of flexible materials and a wheel, one may gain mechanical advantage by changing the direction of motion and the applied force. It's already open.
Anything in here? Should we use the highlight button? No, I think it's just the
No time for that now. I'm saving the world from Purple Tentacle.
No, I think it's just the trapdoor. Yep. Open the trapdoor. Behind one of these rooms, you can actually play the original game. Because this is actually a sequel to, oh, what was it called? It began with an M.
Creepy. Must be an Edison. It looks awful heavy. It looks awful heavy.
These are games.
It looks awful heavy.
You have to try doing all the,
It's signed
all the variations.
Edna. Thanks for giving me the fever. Ooh, baby, what a man.
You ain't kidding, precious.
Excuse me.
What is it? I'm rather... Say, aren't you Bernard Bernoulli?
You must have me confused with some other Bernard Bernoulli.
No, you're the one. You broke into our mansion a few years ago to save your little friend. What did you come for this time?
I'm a repairman. I've come to fix your VCR.
There's nothing wrong with my VCR. You keep your paws off of it.
Of course, the next question is, anyone in the chat remember what a VCR is?
How's Dr. Fred doing?
Well, he's still upset about the family financial situation, seeing that it's his fault and all. But he seems a lot better now that he stopped sleepwalking.
What's wrong with sleepwalking?
Ordinarily nothing. But when Fred sleepwalks, he remembers a combination to the safe. I'd find him office, opening it, screaming like a cat in the oven, and slamming it again. Something about what's in there really scares him. Unfortunately, I was never able to catch the combination since he works it so fast.
How did he wreck the family finances?
Well, we should have made millions on the computer game they made about us. But the resident genius locked the contract in the safe in his office and forgot the combination.
How did he manage to stop sleepwalking?
He stopped sleeping. Fred drinks a lot of coffee. Me, I only drink decaf.
What's that, Chrissy? You used to have one and put the cows in. I suppose I could make like a like for a plane to fly in. I suppose. Did like in the hatch sort of thing. Did you used to have like yours with the never had the top screwed down, so that when the tape's tuned in it, you could just instantly just pop the lid and and untangle the tape.
I was just admiring your statue.
Thank you. It's been in the Edison family since colonial times. One of Fred's ancestors carved it.
This is quite an array of gadgetry you have here.
Yes, it's the best surveillance system in the state.
Is that a Plexus 7000 VCR?
It sure is. It's got a dual-tape speed motor with cobalt casing. Don't touch it.
Are those xenophobe crystal matrix monitors?
They sure are. They're so clear you can see the fleas on the bedroom walls. Don't touch.
Do you think I could play with these a bit?
Absolutely not.
You haven't seen any plans for a super battery around, have you?
Super battery, huh? Fred might have something like that.
Fred is the one who told me to find them.
Oh.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Come back anytime, you big hunk.
What's that there? All the Thunderbird videos. It's been years since I watched any of those ones. But just thinking about those, that's what I was. I spent got completely distracted for ages today, trying to figure out an old claymation cartoon from the 90s. Sort of like the same era. Well, I say from the 90s. It could have been the 80s. Similar sort of style to Trapdoor. If you ever saw that one. But I couldn't figure out what it was. It's like a book as well. There was a book that I read when I was when I was in primary school. I cannot remember its name, and it has frustrated me for about 10 years. Every now and again I go on like a Google hunt to try and figure out what it was by putting in vague bits of the description.
Hey, aren't you Weird Ed Edison, the paramilitary nut?
Why, yes, Hey, do I know you?
Yeah, I'm Bernard Bernoulli. I broke into your house 5 years ago, kidnapped your hamster, broke into your piggy bank.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell. But I can't remember much about that period anyway. My psychotherapist thinks something traumatic happened to me back then that I'm blocking out.
So you gave up the crazy military commando thing?
I'm much better now. I don't have those bad thoughts anymore. Now I collect stamps.
That's quite a nice collection. Can I have it?
No. I mean, no. They mean a lot to me. Sometimes I think they're the only friends I've got.
Are all your hobbies this fascinating?
I don't have any other hobbies. These stamps are my whole life. If anything were ever to happen to them...
How are the folks?
where Dad's in the basement doing an experiment, Mom's in the next room spying on a honeymoon, Ted's in the front yard.
Holding up a bowl of lard?
Well, it's a bird bath, actually, but it rhymes better your way.
I think if I remember rightly, to get the stamp collection, we have to get some disappearing
Nice
ink.
hamster. Does he do tricks?
I'm sure that drives him
he
mad.
just sits there. I used to have a really smart hamster, but something happened to him.
That hamster really should get some exercise.
Well, Dad puts him to work down in the basement sometimes. But then he starts sweating, and then he gets wet, and then he gets cold, and then he refuses to work.
Your dad or the hamster?
Are you making fun of me?
No,
I get upset when people make fun of me.
I just meant...
Oh, it makes me so mad. I just want to... relax. I want to relax. I'll be okay if I just focus on my stamps.
What happened to the old hamster?
I don't remember. When I try, all I can think of is a flash of light and this horrible sound.
What was the horrible sound?
It was sort of like ding. Oh God, I hear it in my dreams till this day.
Well, hope I didn't get you too excited. Bye.
Peace be with you.
I'm fairly certain if we click on this computer here, this is the one I was thinking of, where you can play the entire of the previous game. We're not going to do that.
I've got one just like this packed away in the garage. Hello, little computer. I respect you, even though you've only got 64K of memory.
Yeah, so you can play as Maniac Mansion. I knew it began with an M, but just couldn't think of it there. But let's exit
Jeepers!
that. And let's see if we can pick up the hamster. Yes, we can, yeah. Right, so we've got a door here. That's where we came down from there. So you will notice when we got knocked from, the woman at the CCTV, and she grabbed onto that statue. So we're gonna have to do something. I imagine we'll have to do something in the past to affect the statue in the future, so that it she can't grip it and we can chuck her out of the room.
Green!
Bernard!
What are you doing up here?
Well, I couldn't stop Purple, and he's gonna go out and conquer the world, and I'm afraid of what he'll do if he catches me, if Dr. Fred doesn't find me first. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Hey!
What's up, Bernard?
You haven't seen Dr. Fred's plans for a super battery around, have you?
No, just these world domination plans of Purple's. Any of Fred's plans would probably be in his office or the lab.
What do you suppose Purple's up to now?
Well, he wants to take over the world, so I figure he's up to something devious.
Conducting cryogenic experiments on small animals?
I wouldn't doubt it, but I was thinking more along the lines of politics.
Want to help me save the world?
I'm afraid to leave the room. In fact, I don't think I can even move from this spot. Purple scares the daylights out of me.
How's your new band doing?
Green tea and the sushi platter? We're doing great. We've decided to really capitalize on our strongest quality as a band.
Provocative lyrical content?
Volume, man, volume. We have a chance to win a Grimy Award as the loudest new band. We're pulling out all the stops.
Are you working on an album?
Yeah, we're doing a CD called Rap on the Forehead. I've got a few tracks hooked up through the stereo if you want to hear them.
weren't you looking for a new guitarist a while back?
Yes, but we decided to go with a guy who plays power tools instead. We can generate a lot more sound that way.
Have you gotten any airplay?
No, we're a little too experimental for most radio stations, but we have a huge following in the club scene.
That's great.
Yeah.
Why the litter box? Have you got a cat?
Don't ask.
How does a tentacle sit in a beanbag chair?
Oh, that part's easy. It's getting back out of it that's hard.
Can you actually use that bowling ball?
No, Purple brought that in here after he grew arms. He got really discouraged, though, because he doesn't have fingers.
Well, see you later, Green.
Yeah! Good luck in saving the world, B-Man.
Right, let's see what we've got in here to interact with. Videotape.
There's no label, it's probably blank. Plenty of wattage in this stereo. I can't wait to try my 8 tracks in it. I don't need to take over the world. Uh-oh, this looks like it might work. It looks too heavy for me to pick up. It's pretty small. Powerful looking speaker.
I think that's everything in this room for now, maybe.
Oops, maybe I shouldn't have pushed it. Wow, this is loud.
Oh, there we go, something's fallen off the ceiling for us to pick up. See what's in the next room now.
It's useless. No one will ever be interested in my design, so I'm ending my novelty inventing career right here in this tacky motel. How appropriate. I can't even do this right.
Can we reach the disappearing ink? Yep.
Hi, my name's Bernard. What's yours?
Dwayne, isn't that depressing?
You haven't seen any plans for a super battery around, have you?
Super battery? That sounds even worse than the things I come up with.
Gee, you look depressed.
What clued you in, Brainiac?
The glassy look in your eyes?
I'm having a crisis here, a warehouse of anguish. I'm a novelty goods designer by trade. I've come up with some fabulous ideas. The exploding lollipop, itching powder gum, and reverse 3D glasses, to name a few. The problem is, no one likes my designs. I send them all over the world and no one responds. I just wish someone would say they liked one just once. Oh, woe is me.
What did you say your job was again?
I'm a novelty goods designer by trade. The problem is, no one likes my designs. I send them all over the world and no one responds. I just wish someone would say they liked one just once. Oh, woe is me.
I like your design ideas.
Well, I didn't mean you.
Maybe I can help cheer you up.
Oh, I can hardly wait.
Maybe some calisthenics would help.
Last time I tried calisthenics, I ruptured my spleen. Ugh.
Let's discuss philosophy.
Push him over the
Okay,
edge.
here's my philosophy. Life is completely pointless, especially mine.
Have you read Camus?
Oh, who cares? Philosophers are all failures like me who couldn't make it in a real profession.
Nice music they pipe in here, huh?
It's from the Elevated Classics series. It seems like this one tune has been on all day. I've never been so depressed in my life.
Never mind.
Go back into the room, and I thought that the music would have cut out as soon as we
Whew.
as soon as we left the room. Here we go. What's this? Circular prints left behind.
That buzzing fluorescent light makes the beef jerky look especially attractive. Except for those beef squigglies, I got every...
The door to check out.
Up too late? Try a fickle finger's fate. Stick in a dime and you'll have a good time.
What sort of hotel is this?
This beautiful 4,000-carat diamond can be yours today for the special rock-bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR WARS. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Now, throughout this game as well, you'll find lots of Star Wars references, because this is from LucasArts.
Sleek design, sturdy construction, attractive housing. All in all, a fine phone.
They made quite a few point-and-click adventures back in the 90s.
Couch Potato Shopping Channel, Wanda speaking.
I want to buy a diamond.
That will be $2 million. Do you have a major credit card?
I have a numbered Swiss bank account.
What's the number, sir?
It's 846-427-35327.
I'm sorry, the Credotron shows that account to be empty.
Hi there.
Cameras in all the rooms as well.
It's pretty darn cold.
Why do I seem to remember doing this?
I'm sorry to do this to you, little fella, but it's for the future of the whole planet.
So in the future, she'll be able to pick him up. Right, what tools do we have? I wonder if... Can we use... I can't remember, a fork, or do we need a crowbar to get that off the ground?
It's stuck to the floor.
No, it's the middle mouse button I wanted. Actually, we'll go back upstairs and we will try the disappearing ink.
The plans! The plans!
Now, where did Dr. Fred go?
No, it's middle mouse for that one there. So we'll get the ink.
Hey, want to see a neat trick?
Sure.
Neat, huh?
My Pony Express stamps. You ruined my Pony Express stamps, not to mention 5 years of therapy. Get out of my room.
Jeez, what a grump. He should really try to find some outlet for those... negative feelings.
So what do we get there? We've got some stamps. And the stamp album. Let's go upstairs. Because he must have gone further up here. Maybe he's... Nope, it's down here. Other than the flagpole, I can't quite think what... Oh, yeah, hang on, yeah. I think I figured out what, or rather remembered what the thing with the flag is, but that's for later. I know Chrissy destroyed the Pony Express stamps. Right, let's hop outside.
I guess not too many birds bathe in the evening.
Dead cousin Ted.
No way, he's too heavy. No way, he's too heavy. Hey, Ted. Talkative as ever, eh, Ted? Boy, I haven't seen you since I was here 5 years ago. You know, I bet you'd really like my friend Hoagie. I guess I'd best be on about saving the world.
Have a wander down here. Yep, this is where the slime was being spat out before.
Keep out. Area contaminated with industrial waste.
Ah, crowbar. Maybe that's where we get it from.
Hi.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
What are you up to?
I locked my keys in the car.
If you're locked out, why break into the trunk?
I have a spare set of keys in there.
I don't see your keys in the car.
Actually, I lost them somewhere.
Nice crowbar.
Thanks. Don't even think about asking to use it. I need it.
See you later.
Yeah.
So I don't know for this one. Maybe we see if we can get... Maybe just get that fake gun.
I think
maybe,
they
and we'll
filmed
get the
Motel
crowbar.
Slasher 3. Help wanted. Lab assistant. Hard-working drone needed to assist genius with experiments. High school diploma not required.
Any post? Nope. Right, let's head back inside for now. Back through here and see what this fella wants for the gun. I get the feeling that we have to chase those teeth into there so we can pick them up.
Jumpy little sucker.
There we go, we got them.
Air conditioning, I guess. It's covered with unrecognizable, useless junk. And a gun. It looks almost real. Hi there.
What can I do for you, kid?
You haven't seen any plans for a super battery around, have you?
Battery? I wouldn't know about anything like that. I'm just a novelty goods distributor specializing in cigars. So, want another cigar?
Okay, but only if you promise not to light it this time.
Would I do a thing like that?
Maybe as we gum up the gun.
I told you it was a bad habit.
Disgusting. I don't even want to touch that gunk.
Do we have anything that we could... Oh, hang on.
I don't think that would look better white.
A fork. Fake bath. The one thing I'm going to do quickly is save it. So for the live streams, we're in slot B. We've done 10% of the game. So we're going to have to replace it with the decaf, aren't we, to make that guy fall asleep so that we can see him put the combination in. And then watch it on the CCTV. But we need to get rid of her that's sitting in front of the CCTV first before we can do that.
It's a coin-operated clothes dryer.
Alright, let's head back down to the lab and see if there's anything down there that could give us any sort of clue.
It's empty. There's nothing to get.
Oh, what's that on the wall?
It's Dr. Fred's design for a super battery. It's capable of storing up to 1 gigavolt with a charging time of only 0.01 seconds. Wow! I've got the plans.
Quick, we have to flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogen, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No. Let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Hoagie, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the Chronogon, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your Chronogon.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world, I guess.
So now we can use this to hop to the different characters through time. So he has the plans and a can opener.
Huh, this door appears to be locked. Huh, this door appears to be locked. Ye olde outhouses. Kumquats. I don't wanna.
Let's head on into the, the hotel of what it was back then, I suppose.
Hi there, mister.
Franklin, Ben Franklin, soon to be known as the inventor of electricity.
Do you know Red Edison? He's a scientist guy, too.
Red Edison? A scientist? He's just an innkeeper who pretends to be a scientist, and he's not very good at doing either one. I can't believe Washington and Jefferson picked his inn, of all places, to write our Constitution.
Shouldn't you say the discoverer of electricity?
You think the ultimate power in the universe is just under some rock waiting to be discovered? Ha! I, Ben Franklin, am going to summon power from the sky by sheer force of genius.
I wonder what Red would say about that.
Who cares about that crackpot?
What's so bad about Red?
What can you say about a guy who spent the last 4 years perfecting a left-handed hammer? He's insane! And he steals other people's inventions, too, before they can even apply for the patent. Not that I'm bitter.
So where's this Red guy at?
Down in his secret lab, of course, neglecting his guests.
Well, see ya.
Carry on.
I don't think there's anything else over that way. But I do know we have to get struck by lightning later on, I think, to charge the battery.
Those founding fathers are driving me nuts. Flag design changes every 5 minutes. Well, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm making them a flag, ready or not.
It's totally covered with crud. Making it dirtier won't help.
See what letters he's got.
You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
Ooh, I think I know what to do with that. We'll give it to the guy who was depressed in the room.
Cool, the room clerk's a mummy.
Do we have to go back to the Chronogon, or can we...
Well, I'll just run to the Chronogon.
There's something in the Chronogon.
There we go, that'll save a lot of time. For a moment I thought we were going to have to make a trip back every single time.
That would not be respectful. Besides, I might get caught. That would not be respectful. Besides, I might get caught. Yo.
Hello?
What's up, you cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't. Says he needs the log for posterity and won't part with it.
He's going to give the log to starving children?
I don't get any respect around here. Why, I bet if George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold, we'd get some heat in here.
What are you guys doing in here?
We're writing writing the...
We're drafting a constitution for the United States.
Don't say draft, you'll only make me colder.
Wimp.
Why don't you have some hot coffee?
Oh, I can't stand coffee. It makes me irritable and want to bang my head against the walls.
Whoa, I can relate.
Well, please don't do it around here.
Shouldn't you guys be working instead of just sitting there?
Writer's block. We can't think of any amendments or anything, so we put a suggestion box over there. I don't suppose you have any brilliant ideas?
What about free sandwiches for all roadies?
No, there's no such thing as...
Don't say it, dude. I've heard it before.
I'm behind a loaf of free sandwiches.
How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
That's where your joints hurt, right?
All right. The truth is that a friend once told me that women go crazy over guys with a big signature.
Awesome blanket there, dude.
Thank you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
Well, I gotta go, dude.
You can look, but don't touch.
See what it
I don't
says.
seem to have gotten too far. Excuse me.
Yes?
Whoa, you're like George Washington.
Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington.
My name's Hoagie.
Like the sandwich? How quaint.
Weren't you president or something?
Yes, I expect to be chosen president unanimously. I'm very well connected. Do you think I should be the ecology president or the education president?
I'm a big fan of education.
Really? How surprising.
Cold enough for you?
Cold? Why, you don't know the meaning of the word. I spent a winter at Valley Forge. Now that was cold. Why, my spit would freeze before it hit the ground.
Cool.
Extremely.
Couldn't have that as well.
Hey, keep your hands off that.
Wonder if there's any more disappearing ink. We could maybe put that in there.
It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It looks like a martini shaker. Hey, tall, dark, and spiffy, my name's Hoagie.
Well, how quaint. I am, of course, Thomas Jefferson, noted scholar, musician, horseman, student of the sciences, member of the bar.
Oh, sure, I've heard of you, dude. Dude, is that like the Constitution?
Right now, it's just a constitution, I'm afraid. We hit a slight creative block right after the preamble. That's why we've put up a suggestion box over there.
What's in the can, Tommy?
Thomas. My name is Thomas, and this, my chubby friend, is a time capsule. Filled with remembrances of our time to be revealed 400 years hence.
Could you start a fire, please?
I'd love to oblige you, young man, but I can't. This is the only log, and I'm saving it for posterity.
Has anyone ever told you you're a very snappy dresser?
Why, yes. I studied at Virginia Coat and Technical, where I majored in color theory. I was captain of the varsity cravat team.
Those are impressive credentials, Tom.
Thomas.
How can you let Hancock suffer like that?
A real man is warmed by the fires of his spirit. You should listen to Washington relate his experiences at Valley Forge and take heed.
Dude, I loved your work on the Declaration of Independence.
Ah, thank you. What was your favorite part?
I like those S's that look like F's.
I see.
So, how's the time capsule going?
I'm sorry to say that except for my log, we haven't got a thing.
Well, later, dude.
What? What's going to happen later?
Do we have anything that we could put in the time capsule for later then?
I can't open it. Bitchin'. I don't wanna.
Go back into what this was like the laundry room beforehand, wasn't it? Any other materials in here? Nope, that was it. So just that handle, but we can't do anything with that just yet.
It's padlocked. Hey.
What is it?
You look kind of familiar.
Of course I do. I'm Red Edison, the inventor, not to mention owner of this inn. Perhaps you've seen my picture in some important scientific journal. Then again, maybe not.
What are you doing?
I'm inventing, you simpleton. What's it look like I'm doing?
I know an inventor who looks a bit like you.
Well, it's not one of my sons, that's for sure. It appears that I, Red Edison, foremost genius of my day, am to be the last in a long line of gifted inventors. My nearly indistinguishable sons have decided that they want to be artists. I think it was Jed's idea. Or is it Ned? Ah, well, the left-handed one at any rate. Must be some sort of bad blood on their mother's side.
What are you inventing?
It's a complex metal device designed to minimize paper entropy.
What are you inventing?
It's a complex metal device designed to minimize paper entropy.
Well, see you later.
You might if you cut that hair a bit shorter.
Right, so now we give him the plans.
Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold.
We've got the oil.
Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
And somewhere there was a bottle of wine or something, wasn't there? I'm guessing that goes in the time capsule, turns to vinegar over the centuries, and then we send it back.
It's covered with plans and junk.
Say, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well. Hey! Only employees are allowed to use that lab coat.
Right, what we got up here then?
Here I am, don't get your curls in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington.
I guess this is George.
All done here. Bye now.
Whee!
Pull cord, not push cord.
Here I am, don't get your curls in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington. Boy, what a mess.
I'm assuming that's a distraction, but I don't know where she was prior to that. But we'll keep going through the rooms, we know how to distract her.
I'll get to the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, chill. Take your time.
Don't tell me you've got another design change for the flag.
I've got another design change for the flag.
I knew it. What's the current brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
It should have a hologram on it somewhere.
Oh, what the heck. At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table, and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job.
So at some stage, to help the one in the future...
Gosh, I never want to mess with history.
We need to get a picture of one of the tentacles. We send it back here. She turns it into a flag. We get it from the flag from the top of the present-day hotel. And then we give it to the one in the future, so that she has a disguise as a tentacle. Point-and-click video game logic.
I don't understand that technical stuff. Grody, man. I don't go through people's underwear. Hey, what's that on the plans? It looks like a secret backwards message. Oh, it's just a coffee stain. I don't understand that technical stuff. I don't quite see how it can fly. Nah, there's printer's ink on the sheets.
Now let's head upstairs.
Hi, horsey.
Oh, hi yourself.
Wow, you can talk.
Wow, so can you. What a coincidence.
Is this some kind of a trick?
I don't do magic. I'm just a horse.
I didn't think horses could talk.
Maybe they just never had anything to say to you. Ever think of that?
You mean horses have been snubbing me my whole life?
Well, if you want to put it that way.
Nice teeth.
Thanks. I paid quite a bit for them.
Did I mention how great your teeth look?
Thanks again.
What's a nice horse like you doing in a place like this?
Hey, I live here. What are you doing here?
I gotta go.
See you later.
It looks like someone's dentures were in here.
Hey, I've got to put them somewhere.
take it we're going to swap the teeth around with the ones that Bernard has.
Question is, which one's stuffed and which one's the real McCoy?
I assure you that we are both real, but we are neither one of us McCoys. We are Edisons, Ned and Jed.
Who's who?
Does it really matter? Even our dear father can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed. So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, are you the marble delivery man? Or the model?
I'm the model. Should I take my clothes off now?
No. No, you most definitely should not. We couldn't get your body shape right anyway, unless we cemented 2 slabs of marble together. But then your statue would have a big seam in it.
That's okay. It would have one anyway.
Look, don't call us. We'll call you.
Dang. I'm no marble delivery man, but rock is my life.
I'm sure that's terribly amusing, where you're from. Where exactly did you come from?
The future. Kind of spooky sounding, ain't it? Ooh, the future. I'm from the future. Look out.
Gosh, it would be so nice if you weren't here anymore.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm the delivery man, okay, if I unload in here?
Actually, we are well supplied with medium, so thank you, no.
This ain't medium, it's the extra large stuff.
Please go away. We artists are very sensitive to your kind of people.
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
Too late.
So I wonder if we can swap the hammers out.
Oh no! I've lost it!
The old left-handed spanner hammer swapping.
Once guided my hand with such care. Must inspiration be so transitory? Must art be so cruel? I'm a failure. Don't say that, Ned. Father was right. We Edisons are made to be scientists, not artists. Dear brother, we must be strong in these times of creative adversity. Why don't you let me take over for a while? I'll clean this rubble up and start over. You relax. Have a cappuccino. I'm glad we switched places.
So now the sword is
you're
on
coming
the
out
other
quite
side.
well.
No problem, Chrissy. We're probably going to go for another 15 minutes or so anyway, because we only ever do an hour and a half or so.
Soon all the
See
power
what's
of the
happening
heavens
here.
will be mine! All mine! If only we had some nasty weather!
Before we do anything though, we will save it. 17% of the game. see if we can give for the time capsule.
Thank you. This is exactly the sort of thing I need for the time capsule. I'll bury it tonight, and it won't be seen for hundreds of years. Future generations are in your debt.
Whoa.
Then in the future, we'll be able to retrieve that as vinegar. What do we need the soap for, though?
So as soon as Hoagie gets that battery working, we're set.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
Alive?
Get me out of here! I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
So he got in his inventory. We give that to Hoagie. Then we'll go over to him and see if we can swap them for the horse.
Well, that's a stupid thing to do with a perfectly good set of chattering teeth.
Oh, I'll have to try and remember what we do with those ones. But I think, as we said there, we only ever go for like an hour and a half or so, and it's coming up to an hour and a half. So we might as well save it there for today. So I hope you enjoyed that there. Don't forget to enter my giveaway there. The links are in the description in the chats there. Don't forget to rate, comment, favourite and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.